What do you think
I
wins
say,
between Rock Lee and
are you
Sasuke?
okay? You sound congested.
Rock Lee versus who?
No.
Sasuke from the tuning exams.
Okay.
Sasuke.
All right, now I want to take Rock Lee.
Okay.
Oh, this will be fun.
Yeah, ain't it though?
All right, why do you think that that Sasuke's
You mean
would be
from
Rock
like
Lee?
the beginning, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a few reasons. So, reason number one is Sasuke stated the strongest opponent he's ever fought. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means he's stronger than Gate 5?
Yeah.
Alright, you know, like... Yeah, so...
Yeah, go ahead.
So, if you throw a punch, you have to be able to withstand the force of your own punch. You know that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, so Sasuke can withstand the force of something greater than 5th Gate. And Lee can only use 5th Gate for, like, one punch.
That's not true. So the extreme lotus, you realize, is like a multitude of punches delivered at an instant. That's the whole point of the
When is it
extreme
stated?
lotus. So,
Well, I know what the lotus is, but when is the 5th Gate stated to be multiple punches?
the 5th gate,
Yeah.
is that the 5th gate the one that he has to activate in order to use the extreme lotus?
No, because the 5th Gate's the one he needs to activate to even be relevant to Sasuke, because Sasuke's stronger than the 5th Gate.
All right, no, but we're not talking about in relation to Sasuke. You're saying that it can only perform one attack. So
No,
the
I
first thing
said
that I'm contending
after he punched him one time with 5th Gate, he was too tired to attack. So like what happened was
I misunderstood what you said then.
he started comboing Gaara with 4th Gate. And then, like, he's like, 5th Gate open! And he, like, punched him or whatever, and then, like, he was tired as fuck after that, and then Gaara used, like, a sand thing to, like, survive the hit on the ground.
Okay, so a couple things I want to go over here is that Sasuke isn't really relevant to Rock Lee in really any stat that we see.
Other than being
other
stronger.
than he's not stronger than him.
It
because we
stated
see
he's
that
stronger.
Wait, listen. Even if the statement says one thing, if the feats contradicted, it doesn't matter what the statement says.
How are the feats
And
contradicted?
based off of the only impressive feat that Sasuke has in terms of physical strength is cracking Gaara's
Hold on,
shell.
can I
which
mute this guy?
Rock Lee
One
doesn't replicate.
Well, let me mute this guy real quick.
Yeah, hold on. Who's that?
No, it's Psy, not Amos.
Yeah, who's playing the music? Who's that?
It's Psy.
Okay.
You could hear him screaming out the box by Roddy
Okay,
Ricch
so
like a
repeat
basic
your-
white
repeat
girl at
your
a party.
argument.
Sai, you Africans, stop. Let them debate.
Repeat your argument, sorry.
When the only impressive feat that Sasuke has against Gaara is being able to crack his shell, which even
No, his
based on
most
Naruto's
impressive
weight-
feat is ripping fucking Gaara in half with the Chidori, but...
that the Chidori is a lightning release technique, which is
Yep.
going to do good against Gaara's Earth release.
Yeah,
So
he's-
that's not him being objectively more powerful than Rock
Well,
Lee.
no, he's so
Having
okay.
it
This is
execute
what we've
the-
gathered so far, right? So what we've gathered so far is Sasuke's stronger, and then I'm gonna list why are the reasons, and you're like, oh, he doesn't have the feats, but what are Sasuke's feats? He forces Gaara to become stronger than he ever has been shown before. He puts Gaara into a psychosis. He's able to survive a battle against Amped Gaara. He's able to rip him in half. He's able to avoid his attacks. There's no reason that 5th Gate Lee has better feats than Sasuke.
Right. So I've already addressed this. When he's using his just physical strength against Gaara, right? The only thing he does is replicate something that base Lee can do.
That's not Sasuke at his strongest.
All right. When is Sasuke at his strongest?
When he fights transformed Gaara,
And what feats does he have against that
he
transformed
rips him
Gaara?
in half.
Huh?
You consider that a part of the tuning exams?
Yeah, it's still the tuning exams, right? I mean, well, the whole thing is called Attack on Konoha, but that's still the same Sasuke, right?
I would disagree because it would directly
Well,
show
like
that there's
Sasuke
in
tuning
the
exams
two
is
Sasuke.
Sasuke tuning exams can use those abilities, right? Like I don't
Right,
know,
but
am I
you
crazy?
you said that the Sasuke that we see fighting against Gaara in the tuning exams
Yeah.
is weaker than the Sasuke that we see fighting against
What?
transformed Gaara. So by
When
your
did
own
I say? Okay, no.
you said yeah, that's not
No,
Sasuke
because
at his
that
strongest.
Sasuke is still the one that can from the tuning exams. So like, okay, what I'm saying is, you said Sasuke tuning exams versus Rock Lee.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can say, oh, from the tuning exams, you mean he can only use the exact things he only did in the tuning exams versus Gaara, Or you can say, okay, this Sasuke is from the Chunin exams, okay, and he can do this, right? Because the one that fights transformed Gaara is the exact same Sasuke that fought Gaara earlier. He's just using his full arsenal, right? It's still the same. It's still Chunin exam Sasuke. He's just actually going all out, right? That's the whole point.
Okay, so you agree. So then, therefore, you agree there's no change in the two Sasukes. That's what you're saying. Now,
there's the only difference is like he just uses more of his abilities, right? So I don't.
Okay, so once again, I'm going to refer back to my initial point.
Okay.
Sasuke's physical strength is not as impressive as Fifth Gate's Lee's because he's only able to replicate feats that Base Lee was also able to perform.
Why?
What do you mean? Why? It's
like
just,
what did he do?
That's just how it worked. When Rock Lee's able to crack open Gaara's shell with a drop kick in his base form, with the weights off.
Yeah.
Sasuke's punches and kicks only create cracks in the armor in a similar fashion.
No, I would just say that Sasuke's damages do more damage. It just doesn't do as much external damage.
All right, what are you basing that off of?
Because it puts Gaara on his hands and knees, and then after the battle, Gaara is so damaged that he can't actually retain his chakra cloak, and he's actually exhausted.
So is it because of his chakra cloak? I'm pretty sure that has to do with his.
He struggles more.
That has to do with his not his stamina levels, but his mental state.
No, it's stated in the data book that at that moment that Sasuke was the strongest. So hold on, let me get the data book for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Just to get the exact context of what it's talking about. One second. I think it's data book 1. Where's the data book 2? Fuck. Let me see. I thought it was in the scan server or whatever. I might need to re-Google it. One sec.
I don't even know what you're looking for. What are you looking for?
It's in the Gaara data book. I think it's in an earlier one. Yeah, actually, he says that base Sasuke is the strongest opponent he's ever fought.
Right, but I'm already saying that I'm contradicting the statement with feats.
No, because when he puts Gaara on his hands and knees and Gaara is huffing and puffing, you're like, oh, it's psychosis. But if you want to use like a consistent argument,
you're talking about when he's like circling around Gaara.
No, I'll show you the scan. 1 second. What chapter is this? Let me get Kiss Manga open.
It's like something like chapter.
It should be well past 110.
90 something. Oh, is it?
Unofficial. It should be well past. It should be past 100. Definitely.
Kiss Manga is not unofficial. You want me to use Viz? I'll fucking go buy a Viz volume. Tell me what volume it is. Like
what? It's $2.99, my nigga.
Bro, the websites use Viz scans. Let them chill.
Is it $2.99? What chapter? What are we at?
No, I meant Viz costs $2.99 a month.
Oh, I already have that, but no, some mangas you actually have to, like for Hunter x Hunter, you have to buy each volume even if you have a Viz account.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. Manga. I swear to God, I have to.
No, you don't.
You literally do. It's fucking retarded.
I do.
What?
Yeah,
no,
I
for
get
older manga.
You don't have to for Naruto.
I get all of Dragon. Look, I get all of Dragon Ball for free, but I have to pay for Hunter x Hunter specifically. All right, hold on. I'm still looking
chapter 110.
The manga, by the way.
Chapter 110.
Yeah, I know.
That's when he arrives.
Right, I'm just trying to show him what scan in particular I'm talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about. Where he punched him and he's like on the ground, and he like runs around him or something like that.
No, it's very specific because Kappa did this same debate with me. Hold on. And then after that beatdown.
Yeah, this is exactly what I was talking about.
And then after that beatdown, Gaara then does the pose, and that's when it says this is the strongest opponent he's ever fought.
Right, yeah, I wouldn't take that to mean anything about his physical stats because Kankuro goes out of his way to talk about the sand armor using too much chakra to maintain.
Okay,
so you can really, and then the only thing they're talking about is the speed.
You admit that Lee, hold on, you admit that Lee fought Gaara longer than Sasuke.
Do I think that Gaara fought longer than Sasuke?
No, that Lee fought Gaara longer than Sasuke did.
Oh, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, there's more pages, panels, and screen time put into it.
Just because there's more pages and panels doesn't mean that the fight took longer. You know?
Yeah, so like in this case, like there's no proof that it's just his sand armor. It could just be actual damage. And even then,
the proof is what Kankuro is saying.
Here's more proof. after the 5th gate barrage and Gaara's on the ground and tries to crush Lee's leg, he gets back up and isn't even tired.
When he gets back up, his face is covered again by the sand mask. The sand mask isn't meant to
he's
show
not
him.
even, and he's not even tired.
Yeah, because you can't see what's underneath the shell.
How does exhaustion have anything to do with your physical appearance? I'm just saying he's not even
Because
tired.
if his body is covered by the shell, you can't see his skin, you can't see perspiration.
No. Okay, no. Do you know why I'm saying he's tired here?
Yeah, because of he's exerting more chakra.
No,
That's
look,
what
just
says.
look at it. Why am I saying he's tired?
Because he's panting.
He's panting. He's on his hands and knees. He can't get up.
Yes.
Okay. Lee never did that to him.
Because the only thing that I can say is that it would just mean this doesn't have anything to do with physical stats.
Hold on, but it does.
That's what we're disagreeing
upon. Because the data book confirms my side of the story.
Right, but then we're seeing what we're seeing on the panel is not coinciding with what's in the data book.
Yeah, it does though.
Gaara or Rock? No, it doesn't, because Rock Lee is doing more damage to Gaara.
But
which
you can't prove that.
Yes, I can. One of his drop kicks was able to crack open the entire armor, broke open the face, had it falling apart in much larger chunks. Each one of his blows is sending.
All that means is that cracking his armor doesn't equate to damage.
Right, but then the only two forms of fighting that we know of at that point are stated by what's his name? Mike Guy.
Okay.
And he talks about that there's either the hard fist, which is external damage, or the whatever the Hyugas use, which is internal damage.
Yeah.
So the only one that Sasuke can know is the hard fist, which is external damage.
Do you realize?
So how are you?
Do you realize like when you punch someone, you still hurt them internally?
I do understand that. Yes,
yeah,
I know.
So I know what Mike Guy is talking about.
So
but
where is your basis?
All it means is that
Sasuke...
Sasuke is doing more damage with his punches, regardless of the fucking chakra on the outside. Also, it's still implied. There's numerous implications that Gaara is taking more damage from Sasuke.
What are the implications?
The only thing you have is aesthetic differences.
What are the implications? Because the
implications are his stamina in the data book.
The data book is what I'm contradicting with the feet, and then the stamina is about him having to.
Why are you assuming a contradiction? Why would we assume a contradiction?
Because based on the feats that we see.
Okay, so if we have two interpretations, and mine is perfectly valid interpretation, and the data book supports it, I don't see why a contradiction.
Because it's not a perfectly valid interpretation.
But it is a perfectly fine interpretation. Because all you'd have to say.
Because the thing it's contradicted based on the way damage is dealt with taijutsu.
No, you can only say that with Rock Lee's taijutsu.
I provided my evidence as to why the damage being external is the thing that we can measure. So now I need you to provide for me evidence.
No, I've already explained to you that damage can be
right, but you haven't provided any evidence.
You agreed to that already.
I did not agree to that already.
You agreed that when you fucking punch someone, it does internal damage.
I disagreed, and I directly went into the hard fist.
No, hold on, chat.
You literally agreed.
The chat heard you agreed.
What did I agree to? What did I agree
to? said, when you punch someone, it can hurt you internally, right? And you agreed.
I never disagreed
I understand
with that.
And you said,
and then what I asked you for was
you did agree to that
he's not. Yeah, I'm saying I agreed that punches can do internal damage, but the hard fist is going to show more external damage. Things are incredible. Great degrees of internal damage can only be achieved by the gentle fist.
Okay, so
what I'm saying, I'm not contradicting myself at all.
Okay, so all we have to say,
line of logic.
All we have to say is that it's just doing more internal damage.
Okay, but if it's doing more internal damage, that is abnormal for the hard fist style. So what I'm asking you for.
Okay, well Sasuke doesn't fight exactly like Lee anyway. He actually uses chakra.
So he's using his. How is he using his chakra in this?
Have you ever read the Kakashi novel?
The Kakashi novel, no.
Okay, so in the Kakashi novel, like ninjas go into this thing called like battle mode, where they they flare up their chakra, almost like kind of like some Dragon Ball Z shit or whatever. So like if say you did accept my argument, right? And it's like, oh, okay, then why is Sasuke stronger than Lee? Like, isn't he like the same speed? Like that seems weird. And it's because Sasuke uses chakra to enhance the power of his punches, right? Like, that's like a basic Naruto thing. Like, even in like the Naruto prison movie, when Naruto doesn't have chakra, he's just fighting like normal people and can't even like hurt them or whatever, like, because he doesn't have chakra. And like, chakra is how you enhance like your stats in Naruto. So like, well, because Sasuke has more chakra, that's just how he's inflicting more damage internally. It's not exactly the same type of punch.
Okay, so there's a couple problems I have with that.
Okay.
Rock Lee trained his physical body to be able to match and surpass beings who are amping themselves with chakra, right? Other ninja, right? So and then once again, the Gentle Fist causes internal damage by using the Hyuga's Byakugan to push their chakra or how they inject their chakra some way to do internal damage.
This is too like vague for you, because it's like, okay, we already know that like punches hurt internally, or otherwise you're not like, oh damn it, Sasuke gave me a bruise, because like even getting a bruise would imply that like you took some internal damage because like a blood vessel is popping. So it's like Mike Guy saying, oh, it's an external form of art, whatever. It just means that it attacks you from the outside, and then that damage travels inward to your body, right? But like when it comes to like the Hyuga fist or whatever, it just attacks directly inside your organs. Okay, but that doesn't mean that the external attack doesn't affect inside your body. And in this case, Sasuke's would just do more internal damage. And also, we don't know if this Gaara is exactly the same strength as the one that fought Rock Lee. For all we know, he's been meditating and freaking the fuck out, and he's using more of his Jinchuriki powers, so his fucking like sand armor might be different. We don't know. He's been fighting like massive Jonin the whole time while we've been waiting. We have no idea if this Gaara is exactly the same. And if the data book is like, yeah, Sasuke's stronger than anyone he's ever fought, there's no contradiction.
All right, so okay, that's fair. That would just prove that he's above base Lee. Now, I would say that Fifth Gate Lee just blitzes and kills him.
But this is for Fifth Gate Lee.
Right, no, but the speed feats he has, he's already slower than base Lee.
Yeah, okay, so
why would
no, I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. So, no, I know what you're saying. Okay, so earlier, you know how I prefaced the argument. If you can punch at a certain force, you should be able to take that certain force, because that's how, like, or else your fucking hand and all that shit would obliterate. Okay, so like in this case, if Sasuke is stronger than Fifth Gate Lee, then he has to be able to take attacks from Fifth Gate Lee.
Right, but the thing that we've been contending against is I'm still not directly what's the word I'm looking for?
Did Fifth Gate Lee fight Gaara?
He did fight Gaara, yeah.
Lee. Okay. Sasuke stated stronger than that Lee.
And I understand, but I'm saying that that statement is contradicted by the feats.
But we've already been here.
The only thing that you can say is that Sasuke is unquantifiably more powerful than base Lee. No, by saying he causes more internal damage.
Because he's doing more damage than even Fifth Gate Lee did.
Right, but there's no evidence for that.
Yeah, it is, because he's on his hands and knees and can't get up. Lee never did
that.
Right,
but I've already gone against that point by saying that Lee has caused more damage.
But we've been here, and then you agreed, and now we're back
and then you still haven't given me a val. Like, how is he causing? I've asked for that multiple times. How he's causing more internal damage?
I already fucking proved it to you, dude. Like,
you didn't prove it to me.
Yes, I did. I showed you the scan.
Okay, I agreed that people can cause bruises. Things can cause you to bruise, correct?
Okay.
And it's over destroying a certain amount of blood vessels, right?
Yep.
So if Lee is causing more external damage to Gaara,
we don't know.
Wait, listen. Yes, we do, because we can base it off of the surface area. It's something that we do know and we can measure.
It just
so
means...
if he's hitting more surface area.
No. What if he just has more AoE to his punches?
Like shockwaves?
Yeah. What if he just has more AoE, but it doesn't do more damage?
Why would he? Why we don't?
Because chakra is more refined and specific.
Than blunt force?
Yeah. What if it just has more AoE? Dude, I'm gonna be honest. This whole debate just boils down to me trying to convince you, like, yeah, there could be a valid interpretation no matter what you say that Sasuke's stronger. That's all you have to do. Dude, it's literally just me. All I have to do is just sit here and just bullshit and be like, yep, that's still consistent. There you go. That's literally all I have to do. Like, so it's really just a weird argument to have. That's all I'm gonna say to you. Like, it's just a weird argument to have.
Yeah. All right, I can see.
All right, good debate, man. It was nice debating you again.
Yeah, good debate.